This week on From Mill to Still, we deal with some old tech and some new tech. So stay tuned, it's gonna be awesome.
Let's go.
I'm Robbie Delaney. My wife Caroline and I started Muddy River back in 2011 with 35 bottles a day and a still named Freedom built in my parents' backyard. Year by year, we steadily grew the company into 6,000 square feet, our second location, taking our 30 bottles a day production to 1,300 bottles a day production.
So our first 4-year barrel done.
Okay.
We've outgrown our space in Belmont, so now we're moving the entire production upriver, up the Catawba, up Dutchman's Creek. Our new home will be the Mount Holly Cotton Mill, where we're doing a full historic restoration.
I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work.
Gonna blow up the building with rum.
And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs, I'm hitting and I'm
Don't mind me, just taking a little pre-drink.
Y'all got dreams. Y'all want dreams.
We can make liquor now.
Yay, liquor.
What you gonna be?
My least favorite task here, moving barrels. If you jack it up with a pallet rack, you might notice the whole stack is like that, and then you're like, oh, great.
You can do anything. What you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Going from 6,000 square feet to 20,000 square feet, we'll not only manufacture, bottle, and package our rum, we'll also have a full-service cocktail bar with a restaurant, private event spaces, a venue for concerts, shows, and festivals. We've got a lot of work to do. Holy, seriously? The bottom half of those 2x4s are trash. Can't put those in the building.
Follow along as we transform this property from mill to still.
All right, I'm gonna walk away from this one. Hey, are you working here today? I just need some clarity on what got done in the 40 hours. Don't film this, this is bad. Yeah, this is bad, this is very bad. What does that mean? They're nicely stacked on one pallet right now. Y'all took them off the pallet? You're supposed to pick the pallet up, move it into that room, and I showed them where to put it. God, that was the nicest pallet of spindles on the planet. God, I hate this place. I always get here in the morning, get the job going, and then put out, I'm running a business that's paying for all of us to do this. I can't be everywhere watching everybody. I can't do it. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. And I'm just trying to like put a smile on to get this video done. I'm just miserable. I don't even know what to say on the thing. I literally can't get out of here fast enough.
I was thinking about like...
Actually, real quick, I got him actually spraying. He won't be doing that too long. Yep. All right. So I've got Randall here with RJT Services, and Randall is a real perfectionist when it comes to finishes. So he has been tasked with sealing the brick. Randall, what do you think? You've got a lot of history with this old building, don't you?
About 45 years.
40? Yeah, because you grew up right there, right?
Yeah, I grew up right across the driveway right there, or the parking lot.
He's told me some crazy stories, and we're gonna catch your dirt bike story soon. But like, growing up around this cotton mill with the old owners has been pretty interesting to hear from you, and I can't wait to capture some of that on camera.
Oh yeah.
He's working out here. He's painted the 3rd floor, and he's working his way down and out, and it is really cool to go from chalky, gross walls to sealed, clean walls. So what are you putting here now? You're putting a brick sealer up?
Yeah, brick sealer.
The brick sealer allows us to clean this wall, seal the brick. It's penetrating, so it kind of bonds the brick together. And our builder kind of referred us to this product.
Yeah.
So it's a low luster, so it almost, unless you're really looking at it at the right angle, doesn't look like it's there. And how many coats?
We got one more coat to go, and that'd be 4.
4 coats on everything.
It's coming together. It's just a lot of work, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you got over 100 years worth of dirt, dust, and debris that we're having to deal with. So, you know, but it's coming together. It's coming together real good. All this stuff right here, I remember when it was this color. Mm-hmm. We painted all this.
So you painted it.
Yeah, we
And now
painted
you're
a lot of
scraping it,
this, yeah.
sealing it, and getting it back. Well, it looks good, man. I'm stoked about it. Hey, real quick, the dirt bike thing.
Right.
And I'm just going to give a teaser to what's eventually going to be a whole nother thing where we
Right.
talk about this. What's the dirt bike thing?
There used to be a road down through here because we used to have houses right here. And we had a blue Yamaha dirt bike that came in our possession, and I thought I could clear the creek, and I jumped the creek until it hit the bank over there, and it fell backwards. There's a dirt bike in the right there at the dam.
That's badass. We'll go look for that on the next episode of From Mill to Still. All right, Randall, I'm going to let you get back. Thank you, sir. It looks amazing. All right.
I don't know what I want to do. I was fine when I got here. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to deal with
What would you be doing if I wasn't here today?
just yelling at people and then leaving. Yeah, I'd probably go to the distillery. And you want to just go to the distillery right now?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that'll cheer me up at least. That'll make me less miserable.
Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
Like right now, I'm really regretting not just staying in the current distillery and just dealing with it, right? Wouldn't that be way easier? You have to be so far above the clouds to have the control of my own company, and like paying rent isn't doing that. You never have control, but to make sure that I had control of my kids' destiny and my name and the company and everything was under control and safe. Owning the building is the only answer. Hey. Jake, will you cut that water off for me? I'm gonna go ahead and do this water line. Jake, I figured we'd go ahead and get this thing going, and I didn't want to be at the mill. All right, bud, you want to turn the sink off downstairs and then turn this water back on? Please. I have one leak. Oh. Pressure valve is leaking on that one. Maybe it'll stop. All right, let her rip. The real test. How many GPM, Jake, will you calculate? I mean, I can tell you right now, it's 10 times the flow you used to have.
The fact that we've already got 5 gallons is...
Yeah. Just see how many GPM we're doing, and then we can get timers done and stuff. The flow is awesome. And this is nothing compared to the next place. It'll be 10 times that. What you got, Beavis?
7.5.
7.5.
So we got 50 gallons in 5 minutes versus 14 hours.
You want some shot glasses and we'll taste it?
Yes, let's do it.
Not really an easy task. I mean, it doesn't look appealing with all the...
Well, the air bubbles.
For you, cameraman.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That already tastes way better.
Spectacular.
Spectacular water.
That's good. Hey, come here and taste this.
Jordan! Woo! Quit it.
I can't. It's such a hairpin trigger.
That's fine.
Cheers, fellers.
Here's to you, Walter.
Tastes better when you put your pinky out. No, it smells good. It's everything about it is great. It tastes a little. It's buttery.
You can see like getting a stone fruit.
You shut up. Seriously, what is that? Like a hard roll or something? A donut? I want to go over there. Look.
Bagel.
Is it a bagel?
You ever heard?
What do they call these? What in Europe? They're gross biscuits. You know what I'm talking about? What's a gross biscuit? A European biscuit? It's scone. Thank you. That's what I thought it was. A scone. Oh, those things are so dumb. They're the dumbest biscuit that ever walked Earth. You like scones? I don't know. I agree to disagree.
In addition to just moving to the new building, we're also kind of enhancing what we've got going on our distillation side here so that we can really have it exactly how we want it and then move it to the new spot and know exactly how we want to set it up there and not have to tinker with it so much. This is our new control unit that is being built out, you know, piece by piece really, kind of week by week. So this is our old unit, right? Very old, definitely does the job, gets the job done. Robbie threw this thing together years ago with these old controllers, but it's very hard to get replacements, I can tell you that. It was very expensive, so he was like, let's just start, you know, building out the new stuff. So, but our buddy Trevor comes in now and helps us, you know, put together this new unit. So he's built this unit out, and right now we're running Democracy and Liberty fully off of this unit. The heating is here, the cooling is here, and he's got it looking just like our old, you know, controls, except not neon, and they won't burn a hole in your retinas when you stare at it. So this is Democracy. It's the second still Robbie built. The first one he built was Freedom, but we don't run that because it's so small. It's not really efficient to use right now. But he built this still Democracy, and he built this still Liberty with the help of a buddy. But they, you know, welded it all together, put it all together. And these are the first two bigger stills that he was running. And then you have Independence back here, which he didn't build, he just kind of designed it. It was built to order, really. I used to be in software and business development and stuff like that. And when I was in software, I worked a lot with like bug reporting, but also enhancements to software systems. But we would do iterative releases. So you would have like small enhancements here, and the benefit of doing small enhancements, in my opinion, you know, over time, is every time you add one little thing, if something breaks, hey, you know exactly what broke it, you know, and you can go back and fix it immediately. So for us, we were like, you know, Independence really does produce the majority of the liquor in every distillation. So we did this, like I said, iteratively. So first we moved Democracy over, checked it out. Heating was good, cooling was good. Then we moved Liberty over to these new controls. And then once we're set on those, we're more confident to move Independence over to that control. Another cool thing is the new computer that he's adding has a Wi-Fi control on it. So like if Jake and I are here making liquor or something, instead of, if we're doing something in the back and we're like, you know, we really need to check the stills, I don't want to run up there. You can just pull out your phone. Hey, okay, temperatures look good, everything's fine. Maybe I'll bump this one up while I'm back here, kind of thing. We can do that. Really just overall improvements to efficiency on this thing. We're still running up here all the time, and we'll still have to be checking it because, you know, the part that keeps us craft in our distillation is our quality control, and we do that by taste. So we want to be tasting this stuff often, switching out tanks often. Yeah, so we're still gonna be very hands-on.
Alrighty, so this past week we chose some barrels that we're going to do a couple different batches with. We're doing some 4-year barrels and then a 4-year and a 3-year barrel to make a batch of Navy rum. So right now we need to get the barrels set up to be able to extract the liquor out of them. Huh? Yes, right there. Why not right there? Oh, Jordan's being a jerk. Ideally, us hammering should create pressure inside, which is gonna pop out the. It do be loud though, so. Ta-da!
That's like one of the best.
That was a real, toot, that was a pretty good one. 3 hits. I'm getting better. That means we're gonna be 2-1. I should get that last one with 1 hit. And sometimes we decide to give up and drill a screw into it and pull it out because it's just not going to budge. Ta-da! Now, hopefully the last one cooperates. But if it doesn't, we're gonna need a lot more setup to do it. 4, 3, 2. I said, This is the problem. We are going to use this Bulldog attachment for our air pump to essentially push the liquor up, and now it siphons. So if we do it properly, it goes a lot faster because not only are you pushing it out with air, but it gets the siphoning action from the flow of the liquor through the hose. So it's still a lot faster than dumping it straight out the bottom. We'll conservatively call that 130 gallons. Let's do some math real quick. Looks like we've got about 82% of what we put in left, which means we experienced about 18% loss for the total 3 barrels over 4 years, which is consistent for our averages here. One last little tidbit. So now that we've dumped these barrels, that's essentially all we're going to use these for, right? So we're not going to reuse these barrels. They will be sold, maybe to a brewery to do a barrel-aged beer, maybe to a winery. We are done with these barrels, and it's time for them to go on to a new purpose. And now it's time for me to get a sample. Not to drink, to test. I mean, maybe to drink, but. All right, so that is barrel strength Queen Charlotte's Reserve. Got a nice amber color. It's gonna smells wonderful. And this is probably at 71 or 2% alcohol. We'll find out here in a little bit to figure out how much water we actually need to add to this, but we can't proof it back here. It's a little too warm back here, and the proofing meter won't show us an accurate number when it's this hot, so we gotta take the sample up front, let it sit for a little while, and then we can test it and see where we're at. All right, so we are ready to test the proof on our one of the barrels we just dumped. So we just took it out of the barrel in the back, brought a sample of it up here. It needed to cool off a little bit because it's a little warm in the back, and the meter will not show an accurate reading if it's too hot. So we are going to give it a check here, and it looks like we are sitting at 71.14% alcohol. So just slightly above what we put it in at. So we put it in the barrel at 70%. It's coming out at 71 and change, which means it's gone up a little bit in alcohol content, and that's after 4 years. So that is testing of the sample. And now, one other important part, we should taste it and see what it tastes like. Now remember, this is at 71% alcohol, so. That is strong. So this has got really good flavor. But for those people that have for years been asking us for a cask strength, you're probably not going to want to drink it at this proof. That is, that's hot. Wow. So like my entire throat is on fire right now. So, whew. Jordan, you want some barrel strength?
Oh man.
Yeah. It's good though. Like it.
Feeling my molars.
Normally I can't feel my molars, but I can feel my molars right now. Woo! Time to go drive the forklift. Just kidding. Don't pay attention to that, Mom.
Bye guys, thank you.
God, so much money. My mom got on me for cursing in the videos. Yeah. She's like, these people on TV have self-control. I'm like, well, I don't. And I wouldn't be here if I did.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you...
Hello?
Hey,
Hey,
Camille, it's Robbie.
I know who you are.
All right,
You
fine.
have to be able to say the market that you're in.
Okay, so I'm gonna...
If your ass don't do that enough,
places, but you don't ever promote the places that you're at.
I don't know where I'm at. No one goes out to these stores. Caroline, I got her pregnant.
There's so many places. Like,
I know. 'Cause
like
we're-
everywhere I be going, they have, like, they don't have one Muddy River. They have like all of them shits lined up, and everybody knows what Muddy River is.
You know someone drinks a bottle of Muddy River every 8 minutes in North Carolina?
Oh, did you put that?
A whole
Put
bottle.
that on something? Yo, it should be a shirt.
That's cool,
It
right?
said, the biggest thing for you and Caroline and like, yo, y'all already got the juice. Like, it's a family owned and local. Like, it's just more content. It's just more talking. I know you don't like it, but it's just what you gotta do, Robbie. Like, you're the selling point.
Yeah,
you're
I know.
Funny, and you're charismatic. Like,
I'm hot.
yes, how you are naturally and how Caroline just looks at you and shakes her head. Like, that shit is pure comedy, but it's pure sales. Like, and you gotta know all the places that you're in. Like,
Yeah, I know. We used to do that. 3 kids, man. And this stupid mill is killing me. All right, Camelia, thank you. Call me anytime, also if you need me.
you don't even be answering, but I will.
Just call me twice.
Okay, I will.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. And I'll try not to be awkward and close, but that's what they want.
Okay.
For the cameras.
I'm not afraid of you.
I'm afraid of you. Anyway, so I'm here with my father-in-law, Peter Burnett. Peter Burnett is crazy enough to offer his help in the restoration of this old textile machine, because you have a lot of history and background in textile equipment.
That's true. Well, I started out as a mechanic in Switzerland, and then started working for an American company, and then they transferred me over here.
In
In 1971.
71, okay.
Yes. And I found my wife here in Greenville, South Carolina. And later on in the textile crisis in the year 2000, then I started my own business, fixing the machinery that was already here in the market. And then I retired eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I remember every year being, becoming part of your family, and every year you were saying, I'll retire next year. And then
That's
someone
right.
would call you, and you'd be up in Massachusetts or New York doing
That's
some
right.
mill.
That's right.
Well, I think that's really cool. It's just like the windows here. It's a dying breed. They just don't raise people to do what you do anymore. And I don't know what the world's going to do when all of you are gone.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. Yes, it's a problem.
It is. Maybe we'll raise your grandkids to do some stuff like that. They're definitely going to know how to rebuild a window. I can tell you that right now. So at 85 or something, you started having kids, and Caroline's the oldest, and I married her, and that's how we met decades later. And so
That's
now
right.
I have a textile mill that we're going to make liquor in.
That's right.
But it's really cool seeing this thing all apart. So here's the table, and you've cleaned all of this up. This
I
is the
cleaned
base.
it, the table, which has 2 stations. As you can see, these 2 rings is where the knitting, the circular knitting takes place. Okay, well, I did a little research yesterday on Google, and I found that the company was founded in 1870.
Oh wow! So it's only 5 years older than the mill itself.
Yeah, and then the company ceased to exist in 1910.
Really? So this places this somewhere between.
So it's old.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that until just now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
well, that made my
Yes.
day. Thank you. That's pretty cool.
On this picture, you see the 2 stations.
Right here.
Right here on this picture, here is the fabric. This part is empty. That's where they're getting ready to thread it up for the next run. We looked at these the needles on these things.
Oh yeah, these cassettes here.
Yeah,
have
these
needle
cassettes
packs.
here. Yes, And I counted them now. There are 30 needles on each one of these plates. And we have this mountain of plates here that go all the way around.
Yeah. How many do you think? Have you counted these yet?
No, I haven't counted these yet. But that's what it looked like. All these little needles sticking up out from there.
Oh, and they fit into individual holes.
Yes, they fit into little tiny holes.
Individual
you see
little
this,
hole.
There's this little angle, a little angle there.
That is insane that they were doing this in 1910.
Fits in there. Yeah, I had to pull them all out.
That's really cool. So you're stationed over here. What's your process? You've got kerosene.
I got kerosene to clean the parts.
And then this to work stuff loose, PVD?
I use this to loosen screws and stuff that is stuck.
Yeah.
You know. And the kerosene loosens the grease, but it remains a little bit oily afterwards.
Yeah, it displaces the water.
It displaces the water.
It's like a cheap WD-40.
Right, and it's not dangerous. It doesn't create any fumes or anything like that. So you can use it, and you can use it for a long time. You know, now I think I got all the screws in here that came out of these plates. See, they're gonna look. I hope they stay black and look old, but they're gonna be clean. Now that's the whole effort that we're making to make it clean, but still old looking.
Yeah, because this would go into a bar where it can't be disgusting, and a little kid needs to not be covered in grease when he goes up and turns the wheel.
Exactly.
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's an interesting piece of equipment.
Yeah.
And you know, the technology and all the engineering that went to it is really impressive.
And then we have this piece of history forever too.
Yeah.
You know, in as good a condition as it could possibly be in when you're done with it.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So, well, I'm honored that you're helping me with this.
Well,
I really do
I'm
appreciate
glad
it.
to do it because I'm interested in the project myself. You know, it's something interesting to do for me now that I'm retired.
I know I hate to bring you back out of retirement to work on equipment, but you can make your own hours here at least.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I can still sleep in the morning.
Well, Peter, thank you so much for explaining everything about this machine and helping me with putting all this crap together. I mean, it's overwhelming at times, but I'm glad to have people like you that are willing and have the knowledge to deal with stuff like this. I can't count like the people that help me here. Same with like Randall and everybody else. Just seeing that's huge. So thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad to do it for you, Robbie. No problem at all. I'm enjoying it. Gets me out of the house.
Good. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much if you've stayed this far. This has been an awesome week for us to see the new technology going into the distillery, where I can literally see what's happening on my cell phone, to Peter working on a machine built in the late 1800s to early 1900s. Like, it's really like opposite ends of the spectrum, and I promise you this is happenstake. This isn't something we planned. This is just how our week went. So really cool that all comes together. This is all fueled and funded by the sale of Carolina rum. So if you support us in that way, thank you so much. Our rum is in your local liquor store most likely, and in your local bar, because it is the best rum in the Carolinas. And if you haven't had it yet, please go to your local liquor store and ask for it. Or if you're close by, come to the distillery. Check us out there, meet the people that are making it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to see anything else, comment below, and we'll see you next week. Don't be dumb, drink Carolina rum.